is only adorable when alive and well. It becomes a gory sight when involved in an accident. Accident will continue to happen. We will continue to have casualties as long as we do not take safety serious. In February alone, we've had 2 recorded cases of school bus accidents. The first involved a 13-seater bus carrying over 20 children along the Dugbe Airport Road in Abuja. This accident was sparked by a jerrycan of fuel in the vehicle, leaving 3 children of age 2, 3, and 5 dead as a result of intense burn. The second accident happened along Kano Road involving 22 students. A school bus coming from Bauchi heading to Kano on an excursion rammed into a truck when trying to dodge a pothole, leaving 22 students dead and 3 others critically injured, receiving treatment in the hospital. We can say these accidents are caused by overspeeding, recklessness, and lack of being safety conscious. Very sad, but true. Hello automobile lovers, I am Latifat Ajao and you are most welcome to yet another informative episode of your best rated automobile and safety TV program. Auto Xpat, your guide to safety. Stay with us.
Shout out to my fans, shout out to my Magau fans, shout out to my Bude fans, shout out to everybody supporting TM Niger, aka Mr. Magau. You know, say money no be problem. Egbe, or get that tick, bebe. You know, as they go, you already know TM Niger, aka Mr. Magau, your boy. Yeah, keep watching Auto Xpat, your guide to safety. You know, peace. Poof.
My name is Yomi Fabi. I'm an actor and a film producer. At the beginning without a car, initially I never thought I can drive a car. I'm always a very scared and careful person. But of course, as a self-employed individual, as a filmmaker then, it wasn't very easy at the early stage. There was so many embarrassment that goes with you not having a car because of this job, and there are so many discomforts.
Instead, if I feel like you polo, I feel shumi. Mo yani kin soda odo.
Ti wa la you wa poju báyìí.
Popo.
Báwo ni àwọn are ko nko?
Ó wà.
Ke joko sha. Wa mú mi no lọ sí ko yin.
Kò sí wàhálà. Ye ni ko àti ya wa. Ẹ bá mi kí wọn.
The first car I drove, it was a Tokumbo. It was a Tokumbo car. Honda.
Bó tán tí ẹ ṣàlàyé fún mi. Ó ṣe mí kàyéfì o. Ó ní kedi. Ẹni tí èèyàn bá rí, èèyàn kì í mọ bó ṣe máa sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe rò pé bóyá let's put until Tabari.
Actually, I kept that in the hand of my mechanic. So my mechanic do put it on record. He normally makes sure that whenever I'm due for service, he calls me up because I'm always going to locations. So I ask him, always look into your documents. When you think I'm 1 or 2 weeks due for service, call me up and then I come over. So I hardly miss services. I obey traffic lights because I understand that is very crucial. But the issue of zebra crossing, I would not deceive you. Sometimes you don't find people even obeying the zebra crossing because it's actually meant for the pedestrian. But they don't even honor it. They even want to cross when the car has got a green light. And they don't understand that when we are on amber or on red, that is when they can use the pedestrian. But I try to obey, but not to the full length. But full traffic lights, I always obey because I value my life a lot.
Oh, Paro, because same address here, I went there. But boy, it's a crow nibe. The house is empty. But then láti wọ̀bi tó ń gbé. Wọ̀bi, ṣé kò sí bá ṣe lè ṣe níbí nítorí pé a lè mọ̀ bóyá ó ti apply for new phone number with a new address.
When you are behind the wheels, if you can avoid anything distraction and go on a very moderate speed and ensure that if you are not physically fit, mentally fit, don't go behind the wheels. And if you see anybody trying, probably drunk or something, going behind the wheels, take your time to advise, because if you try not to advise or stop the person, it could be hurting the person close to you. So it's just a general advice. Be cautious and avoid distraction behind the wheels.
No, I wasn't looking at her. For you trace the cable in. Sorry, sir.
I'm a fan of insurance because I believe insurance is the bedrock of any economic society, and of course it is very important. I insured my car. I always insure my car, but I just discovered like a fortnight ago or thereabout that my car, my insurance has expired. So I contacted my insurance broker that I'm coming to renew. But I believe insurance is very important.
I will lodge complaint from one side. Line money problem.
Yeah, but what is sorted? Or revenue? He's a friend.
Oh, are you sure?
Yeah, I've sorted it. We're going to shut down.
Okay.
All right.
We'll see in the office then.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
No, my colleagues. I don't share. They are with me. We are together. Only Kama knows.
Okay, I don't see.
He's walking now. He's walking.
This one.
Yes, sir. Thank you. All right.
I believe customized plates is about individual differences. Somebody like me, I don't believe in anything too extravagant. I don't believe in big cars. I don't believe in big phones. I don't believe in big houses. I don't believe in anything too big. I like everything in moderation. I believe with or without that, if I work harder, I'll be known. I'm not going to lie, that is part of the reason why I'm working. I'm being an actor, but I don't need customized plates to declare my identity wherever I go. When I will be noticed, I will be noticed. But that is me. Another person might like it, and it's good for them. So,
Mr. Fella. Kò sí kankan Mr. Fella. Ó dẹ̀ tún wà. Àwọn agbófinró, àwọn ni wọ́n fẹ́ rí yín.
Arákùnrin, mo fẹ́ jẹ́ kẹ́ tẹ́tí sí nǹkan tó wà lórí ẹ̀rọ yìí.
Tẹ́tí sí kí ni mo fẹ́ tẹ́tí sí?
Farabalẹ̀.
Èmi ò kí ló kàn èmi pẹ̀lú owó.
I have always keep this up all the time. One of the best things that has ever happened to me as an actor and a filmmaker is they are my fans. They are my cults. I love them. I don't want anything to happen to them. And if I honestly, I do look at it, I just check around. I'm always happy when I realize nothing has happened to my fans. So that is why I'm going to appeal to them on this as well. That one of the places we can run into serious hazard and accidents is behind the wheels. So to my fans, please use your seat belt always. It is actually for your safety. And of course, don't drink and drive. Avoid distraction. It is not going to be good for you. And at the end of the day, to just ensure that you avoid distraction behind the wheels. It is not just good.
Onikede, it is time. Asipotito, your mother needs you in the village. Shall we? Fella, respect yourself and stay out of this now. Please.
Nike, you promised to stay right here with me.
Onikede, if you look back, from that way, you become a pillar of salt.
Nike, me out here with your sobai.
Alright guys, my name is Yomi Fabi. I'm an actor and a film producer. Keep watching. Auto Xpat.
Gbogbo àṣẹjọ́ yẹn. Ẹ wò ọ̀rọ̀ arákùnrin yẹn. Mo fẹ́ a fẹ́ yọ̀ǹda.
$100.
What is more important than the assurance of safety when frequenting the Nigerian roads among 7 million others? Do you know that 80% of road accidents are caused by human error, while 20% are caused by mechanical faults? How often do you check the vital parts of your vehicle, such as the brake system, your lights, tires? Do you even know that tires expire? Are you one of those who thinks insurance never works? All these and much more you will learn on this program, Auto Xpat, your guide to safety. Hello viewers, welcome to yet another spectacular episode of Auto Insurance on Auto Xpat. I am Latifa Tajao. We'll be talking about how insurance policy helps business owners. You know, it's not all about having capital and support to start your business. You have to be ready to take risk. And you know what insurance does? It helps you bear the risk. So today on the show, I will be talking to a business owner, a mediapreneur, and the publisher of Signature International Magazine, Mr. Larry Olusamade. Take a look.
Signature International Magazine is a general interest magazine with bias for special projects. Basically, the concept is to help in changing the narrative of celebrating people that them is. You agree with me that these days, most of our younger ones, they have a wrong mindset towards success. I believe we still have very credible people in this country that got to the pinnacle of their professional career by dint of hard work, perseverance, and above all, the fear of God. Aside from publishing a general interest, we also have a specialized edition which talks about the life, focuses on the achievement of this personality for posterity's sake. Basically, that's what Signature International is all about. I've been in the business for over 9 years, and we published over 24 editions of the magazine, featuring important Nigerians. Starting a business in Nigeria can be very overwhelming. In the course of doing that, like I said, problem now arises. In most cases, a lot of businesses have gone under the drain because of lack of insurance policy. Insurance in any business cannot be overemphasized. That's the truth. It is extremely very important. But unfortunately, I wouldn't know, perhaps maybe because of the awareness or because of the difficult terrain in which most entrepreneurs find themselves in doing business in this part of the world, they jettison the importance of insurance. All in all, I think the importance of insurance, like I said, is very, very needful in bringing any business to a successful form. So to me, I believe insurance is very, very important. It's key. You know, despite the fact that people are a little bit scared, unfortunately, the African aspect of it is also there. People always tell you, nothing bad will happen to my business or my home. I won't die young and stuff like that. All this spiritual connotation. But even at that, we still need to understand the importance of insurance, not only in our business, but in our everyday life. We get older by the day. In the course of getting old, you might have health issue or the other. In the course whereby you are unable to take care of your children or do what you used to do, the insurance comes into bear. So I think it's very important. Look at the banking industry now. They've done a lot. They've brought in a lot of innovation. You can do a lot of transactions on your bed, in your office, without even taking a step to the bank. Whereas on the other side, they still need to do more of awareness. In terms of patronizing companies like us for advice, they give excuses or the other. That they have a budget, they have a limited budget and stuff like that. Whereas you need to sell your market to the people, especially the younger ones. The population of this country today consists of over 65% of the youth. So I think they need to do a lot in terms of awareness.
Sometimes life has more questions than answers, and every teardrop seems to drown your laughter. But even when it hurts, There's someone who knows that everybody hurts, everybody cries, everybody walks along the lonely road sometimes. Let me take your hand, I will be a friend, because to me your happiness is just as good as mine, and you will be fine.
Leadway Assurance, ensuring happiness since 1970.
What advice do you have for business owners, those who run businesses pertaining insurance?
Yes. Going into business anywhere in the world is risk, is taking risk. And for you to mitigate the risk in your business is to take the advantage of the insurance policy in order to safeguard the risks that they may eventually occur in the course of their business. It is very important to take insurance seriously.
Sure, it is very important to take insurance seriously. It's been a wonderful time with you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for the honor.
That's it, people. We've heard it so much from a business owner who owns an insurance policy. The fact is, Leadway is going all out to change the narrative of how people sell insurance. Insurance is not something you need to be scared about. You know, people just shiver when you're in insurance. It is important to take insurance seriously. It is part of life. For a business owner, in case of theft, fire, and the likes, insurance will come to your aid. You should take insurance seriously. This is how we're ending on this segment of Auto Insurance and Auto Expert. Enjoy the rest of the program.
Hey guys, it's your girl Zani Chalet, all the way from the warm heart of Africa, Malawi, Chipadzuaja, Malawi. You're watching Auto Expert.
MRF Classical Production. MRF Classical Production.
Some many years ago, women were not driving, but today the narrative has changed. Women can now drive as much as men do. Some drive late into the night and others travel out of town into neighboring towns. But How do women cope with problems of driving, like battery terminals, overheating, and the likes, including theft? I represent the womanhood today on the show. Hello viewers, this is Auto Guide, the only automobile segment on television where we educate you, enlighten, and of course inform you on all you need to know about your vehicle. I'm not doing this alone today on the show. With me is a renowned auto engineer and also the host of Auto Watch on Radio 103.1 FM, Mr. Patrick Okwenda. Hello sir, how you doing?
How are you?
Welcome on the
yeah,
show.
welcome. Good afternoon.
Yeah, well, today we want you to enlighten the audience, especially the women folk. You know how they say we are, you know, the tender part, but I don't want to be that.
No.
I think a woman is stronger.
Yeah, the way they hold the steering, it shows they are very strong.
Of course.
Yeah.
So we'd like you to show us and explain to us how a woman can handle driving without problems.
Let's go to the engine and let's see what you need to do when you are stranded. Even though your mechanic told you your vehicle is in order, the engine oil is very vital. If you don't check it, you are taking a risk. Then when you check the gauge and it's okay, like this one now is not okay, you check the gauge is okay, you now know you are okay. Then the next thing you will do, your water, the coolant level, if it's okay, then your power steering oil. Those are the three basic things that will at least give you 90% assurance on the road that you don't need to have any issues. But if you look at this and there are other emergencies like your fan belt, it can go off anytime. But when you hear that creaking sound in the morning, don't say, I will take it to my mechanic after. Do it right away. You don't need to take that risk. Check the basic things, and when you see that your vehicle is not in order, call a specialist. If you happen to drive late at night, be conscious of what you are driving, because we just assume the car is in order. It is not in order. Anything can fail. And how do you respond? How do you overcome that challenge? Is why we are here giving you the tidbits that what you need to do when you are in an emergency. Don't panic. The number is showing on the screen, our toll-free lines. If you don't want to call that one, call 112. It's the Nigerian Lagos State toll-free, emergency toll-free. If you need road safety also, call 122. They are all toll-free. If you are in a lonely place, leave the car and go and make calls elsewhere. You can be watching your car from afar, but don't stay by the car. When you see an emergency response coming towards you, you can now appear. There is Lasema also. They are everywhere. They can come with their bike also. If you call 112, they will come and be with you until an emergency truck comes. There was a lady that called some time ago. 2 tires went down at the same time, and then when it went down, it became a problem. Changing one, they needed the second one. But don't worry, we are up to the task. We have found some products that you use for you to drive to your location safely. There are a lot of things you need to know, but if you want to find out, call the numbers on your screen or send us a mail that you also find on the screen. We'll be able to teach you and we're able to tell you what to do.
Thank you very much, sir, for that deep explanation. I'm sure the women folks can understand. Thank you very much.
You are welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Yeah, thank you. This is how we ended on today's segment of Auto Guide. Remember, as a lady, you don't have to be a mechanic to know, everything about your car. Make sure your power steering oil is at the required level, your engine oil, and of course, your tires. That will go a long way in helping you prevent your car stopping abruptly in the middle of nowhere. If you want to get a free towing on your vehicle, or you want to get to know the numbers and addresses of towing stations across Nigeria, put a call through to us. And if you also want to know more about car parts and solutions, keep watching Auto Guide on Auto Expert. We're here for you 100. Enjoy the rest of the program.
Welcome to Auto Expert News. Have you ever heard of automotive wonder? Well, listen. A Russian built a totally runnable Mercedes-Benz G-Wagon out of pure ice in Siberia. A man named Vladislav Boroshenko from Siberia, Russia, built himself a Mercedes-Benz G-Wagon out of the most abundant resource here, the ice. In January, the weather in Siberia is extremely cold, only minus 13 degrees Fahrenheit, so there is abundance of ice around. And the guy came up with the idea of creating a drive-in copy of the Mercedes-Benz G-Wagon with ice. Of course, some parts of the car require melt-proof materials such as the internal combustion car engine, tires, as well as suspension system. Therefore, he decided to use the running gear and chassis of the old Soviet Jeep Wrangler UAZ 469 for his special horse. According to the local news, Baryshchenko and his friends used a steel frame to hold ice bags together. 6 tons of ice blocks used to build the car were pure frozen Siberian water. In spite of being as heavy as an elephant, the icy Mercedes-Benz G-Wagon is totally able to run. Also, the most attractive thing about the icy car is neon lights installed across its body. So, the unique icy G-Wagon is capable of colorfully lighting up. Baryshchenko made the icy G-Wagon in more than 2 weeks, and it cannot melt in minus 13 degrees Fahrenheit in Siberia. This is really a wonder to look at. For more auto news, follow us on Instagram at official Auto Xpat, on Facebook at Auto Xpat Pro, on Twitter at Auto Xpat Pro. You can also follow our YouTube channel at Auto Xpat Pro. Don't forget to download the Auto Xpat app from the Google Play Store and live big, people.
We could go on and on with safety tips for your listening aid, but not until we begin to act right and take safety serious, we will be on the same spot. Overspeeding is not advisable on any stance. It does not allow you to take charge in an advent of unforeseen situations like sharp bends, ditch, potholes. It may not even allow you to see parked vehicles. Fuel is an agent of explosion when exposed to intense heat and sunlight. All these things are easy to maintain. Avoid overspeeding. Do not play with fuel in your vehicle. It might be very dangerous. We pray that all the souls lost in this accident rest in peace. Thank you so much for watching today's episode of Auto Xpat, your guide to safety. I still remain Xpat Ajao. Keep watching Auto Xpat, it's your guide to safety. And remember, safety is a collective effort. I can, you can, we can. Have an amazing day. Signing out.